Hey, so it's Keith. What's up? So it's day 7 of my 60-day challenge before my 54th birthday. To sort of carrot juice to sort of perfect my ageless program and to implement it day to day and make it become a part of my who I am for the rest of my life. So a little brief note on astrology, and again, I'm not an astrologer. I just pay attention to astrology. Same as way as I use tarot cards, although I am actually really good at reading tarot cards, but I still just use the tarot cards mostly on myself, which is how I actually got good at reading tarot cards. I just have a longer history with tarot cards going back to when I was a teenager. So what I'm doing is I'm what's available in astrology. We had a bunch of planets in Pisces. We're in a Venus retrograde now. We have a bunch of planets in Aries. We have a lot of like weird conjunctions, just the usual stuff. And then I do look at the astrology, and you see that circle thing of where the lines, connect with all the planets. And then what's been up for the last 3 months is since I've been observing all of this since 2014. And as I said, I've always been into astrology, but I'm a newbie to being serious about being into astrology. So you can kind of tell by looking at it, just because there's all these like triangles and boxes and things, as opposed to just all these scattery lines. So there's a lot of intense energy going on, and what's happening right now. And I hope that you, as my listeners and followers, for whatever reason you listen to me, to listen to my crazy shit or whatever, I hope you're making decisions about like making, starting new and amazing things, whether those be with your health, your dreams, your whatever amazing things you want to do. Because whatever you establish during this period, which is kind of gonna, I think it's gonna last around till April 15th, if I'm right. It's definitely going to last till like April 9th or 10th, but I think it actually goes on even a little longer than that. And that's in the collective energy. That's just not me as a Taurus. Okay. And those things that you do start during this period, they are going to carry on for the rest of your life if you put a lot of effort into it. So what I mean by foundational health is I'm kind of dropping doing everything except for basic necessary supplements, which is where the kind of supplements where human beings are totally depleted, and just using things like the ones I showed you yesterday, like the DMSO, the MSM. The water ones are not so important. But the DMSO, like I said, I actually looked at the video with my skin cancer thing there. It actually used to be purple there even. So using that stuff, because that actually helps penetrate. So, and then the magnesium, that's definitely a definite. 95% of all human beings are extremely deficient in magnesium, and magnesium is a catalyst for 300 enzymatic actions. I don't know what those are, but I have had amazing like sensations when I become saturated in magnesium, and I don't want to talk about this too much because I'll do another video on that. And then B12. Strange thing about B12, and this kind of relates back to maybe 2 videos where somebody was talking about this flat earth thing and about how the proof that science, and see that's where I don't care about science. I can find my own way through, and they say that everybody's deficient in B12. And years ago, when there used to be a lot of angry people like leaving horrible comments, I talked about that I wasn't B12 deficient because I've always eaten fermented foods. Not always. I started right when I became a raw vegan, which was at age 22, and I'm 54 turning. I became raw vegan now. I was 21 months before my 22nd birthday. So I've always had Rejuvilac and done fermented foods, and I've had blood tests done. I've been vegan, vegetarian since I was 13, aside from just some of those brief little periods, blah, 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 whatever. We don't need to go off on a digression. I'm not deficient in B12 at all. So, but the B vitamins thing, so what I am supplementing is just is the magnesium, and I haven't really made an official decision yet with what I'm doing with the B vitamins, because I am kind of looking to save some money and stuff like that too. But I am dropping all of the Chinese tonic herbs that I take. So, and I don't take those all the time. How I got interested in all of this was like coming out of the summer with all the money that I spent on the remodeling of my house. I was just like, I got to save money and I got to keep eating well because I don't want to look like I don't want to go to eating what I didn't even know what to do. It was so obvious. Sprouts are cheap. So what my program is now is I'm high sproutarian. You know how people say high raw? I'm high sproutarian. I eat mostly sprouts. There's always sprouts going here all the time, although I have a little surplus today, and yesterday has been a day where nothing's going, but I'll start new stuff tomorrow. And the other food is all just condiments in my mind. So, and you should really see that when you think about sprouts, you know, that moment of like where like a giant tree comes out of a seed, so that you know that when a seed, you know, these edible seeds, when they explode with life, there's all kinds of growth factors in there, things that science doesn't know about, things that science don't know about. Yeah. So I'm dropping everything so I can just stay focused on and just seeing what the results are of this, because I want to get a firm foundation established, a good like we're building a building. This is the building of health, right? And for me, that's all about the water I drink, my being sproutarian, my juicing, my rebounding. I haven't started the 5 Tibetan rites yet. I'm going to add on a bunch of things. And hey, just my right brain thing that I do, like a lot of people would go into a challenge like this and already have stuff in program. I don't make lists ever. No, that's not what an extreme right brain person would do. So I'm developing it as I go. Some of the things that I do need to add on that I haven't added on yet, activated charcoal for sure. Taking it at the end of the night, like right before bed. I'm keeping the MSM on. I'm keeping the doing the DMSO stuff. And then I did look at the video when I turned to the side, and I actually thought I still had some darkness here from the skin cancer that I had. It's mostly gone. You know, it's kind of hard. I'm amazed with that. So again, that was that DMSO, MSM cream, vitamin E oil, and I'm actually going to add coconut oil to that, and then I rub it together in my hands. I spread it on my arms because on my hands, on my face, and then I rub it in my hair, and that's why, it's not totally why, but that's like why everything looks great on me for 54. I'm really happy, really happy about that. So I'm establishing this structure of my health, and I'm working on the foundational stuff. So I'm doing the herbs, like the Chinese tonic herbs, and a lot of you've seen that shelf I have in there with all, there's not very much over these 60 days that's going to come from that. So I see that I'm really getting a better foundation established as opposed to like that stuff now, the way I'm looking at it now, and this is different. Because honestly, when I started taking reishi for the first time in 2009, I don't know where I'd be right now if I didn't. And I haven't had my stuff together. So what I'm looking to do now is to live everything as a lifestyle of where all of this, like from the beginning of the day, from when I wake up, well, there is nothing, like just how I sleep, how I wake up, how I start my day. Everything is tied together. There's no insecurities, no self-sabotage, no emotional this, emotional that. It's that what this is for me now is just taking and getting that whole tapestry together. That's my ultimate wellness that I'm going to take into my next rest of my life until I leave this dimension. Mm, and the way I see the herbs now without, and some of all of that kind of stuff, you know. Uh, well, what I was saying, I don't know if I'd be where I am now if I hadn't taken that stuff. I have a different point of view than I did now. And it's all right to reinvent yourself all the time. Like what you did before may not work now. But what you did before that didn't work, maybe it's time for it to work. So never get caught up in stuff of black or white or whatever. It's just like everything is liquid, our emotions, everything like that. Okay, I'm starting to babble now. So yeah, that's what's going on. Day 7 of my 60-day challenge, and it's Keith Live Rockstar. Support me by supporting my music. Links in the drop down. It's secondculture.bandcamp.com, second-culture.com. I'm going to get to answering the comments. Please keep leaving comments. I'm just trying to live a life and not being like a YouTuber like all the time. So I've been staying up on comments. The last maybe 2 videos, I haven't gotten to the comments yet. I promise I will get to all of them all the time. So please leave comments. Let me know what's up. Appreciate the questions. Schmick in Australia, I actually intend to talk about my back problems that I've had, and kind of how I got through those, because I don't really have them anymore. All right, so it's Keith. Links in the drop down. Talk to you later. Haven't signed out my last few videos with my usual bright blessings and namaste. All right, enjoy your day. Peace out. Love you. Bye.